how did you get involved with, the Middle Eastern geopolitical politics of what we're seeing unfold and, the wars that have unfolded here?
I always noticed that the people who I thought were enemies of my own society seemed to almost always be against Israel, and against Israel first and like most feverishly. If you're really, really antagonistic against Israel, chances are you're the same against Britain, America, Australia, all the free countries of the world.
What's the most shocking point of view that I tried to present to you and challenge you on?
That amazing moral low point the other week when there was a debate about, it wasn't actually 40 babies that were beheaded by Hamas. You should know you're in a little bit of a moral problem when you're having that math problem. There was a publication in the UK who actually was shown the 7th of October raw footage, as I was, but who immediately came out and said, like, disturbing, I think he said. It was disturbing. It's quite disturbing to see a young man's head hacked off with a shovel by somebody shouting Allahu Akbar all the time with every blow. But he said, it also just goes to show the Israelis need to release this footage to outside media sources to verify. So we are actually going through some Holocaust denial in real time.
I've found people within my own family who've challenged my stance, even my time here in Israel. They've accused me of supporting genocide and that
You seem like a big genocide guy.
Yeah.
You struck me the minute I walked in.
The moment I'm...
there's a guy who just can't kill enough people.
Right. I found it almost shocking to believe that even being here on the ground, people try and take away my credibility and what I've seen and what I'm trying to share.
I'm kind of astonished at the lack of empathy for one thing in particular, which is the Nova Party. Seems to me that a lot of the young people demonstrating on the streets of Sydney and so on, an awful lot of them could have been at exactly that party. So why don't they have sympathy for that? What is it that they're just like looking away from about the idea that at 6 o'clock in the morning when the music's coming up and some of the people present are coming up and see their friends shot and run for their lives and see their friends raped. And in at least one case, we got the testimony of the girl in question, sees her friend raped and shot whilst the man is still raping her. What exactly about that is it that you would wish to pass over so fast?
But I try and spend as much time as possible trying to understand where the pro-Palestinian propagandists are trying to move the conversation. Do you spend a lot of time looking at what's coming out of Gaza? How do you view the content that we're seeing from Gaza?
So firstly, on a simple informational thing, people should be much more aware of the fact that inside Gaza, the information coming out is all what is permitted by Hamas or Islamic Jihad. Every journalist knows this. And to not be honest with the public that that is the fact is really gross.
Since your time reporting and interviewing and meeting with people who are most deeply affected by these recent events, is there one story that you think sums up the Jewish spirit?
I would say that the living but unknown young men and women who re-enlisted after October the 7th, who I met many of, are just absolute heroes. Hamas wants to wipe every Jew off the face of the earth. And these young men and women are like, no way. No way. I'd like that spirit to be the spirit that infuses young people in the UK and in Australia and in America and elsewhere, because if they saw the same hatred, I think they might go the way of heroism instead of the way of cowardice as well. Don't be cowards. Follow the people who are heroes. Go that route. Much better life.
Do you have much faith in humanity anymore from what you've experienced, what you've seen?
I have infinite faith in humanity because you see the resilience of people and you see the courage of people. The commandment of Jews is choose life. One of the chants of the jihadists, Hamas and the like, is we love death, you love life. That's why we're going to win. I say, you got that exactly the wrong way round. we love life much more than we love death, is why the Jewish state will win. It's why it's stared down every adversary from Pharaoh to Hitler to Hamas, and why people who are lucky enough to have inherited the tradition of the Jews will win. Because we love life, and crucially because we value life.